Back with the WMAY morning news feed. It's 7:43, joined in studio now by Terry Farmer, representing the local Knights of Columbus for a charity event to help out Habitat for Humanity. This is my kind of charity event, Terry. How are you?
Thanks for having me, Greg. Really good. We're really excited. We've got some interesting things going on at the KC.
Well, and tell us, because, you guys do a lot of work for the community, a lot of fundraising, but it's also a great time to get together with like-minded people and I'm sure there's commiseration. I'm sure there's camaraderie. I'm sure there's all kinds of great conversations that are had in an effort to raise money for local organizations. So tell us about the reason why you're helping out Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, well, over the last 3 years, we have given prize money away of we're almost at $1 million in prize money.
That's incredible.
To our participants. And charitably, we've given almost $750,000.
Wow.
The money that stayed here, and we've given locally to local charities. So really happy about that.
That's huge. Yeah, that's huge. And that shows the Knights of Columbus community really steps up. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, they step up to the plate.
Nobody's drawing a profit. We're all doing it because we love doing it and supporting our community.
Fantastic.
So
tell us about the event coming up to help out Habitat for Humanity. It's a unique type of fundraiser, something that's just right down my alley, actually.
Yeah, I mean, on November 6th, we're having the Bourbon Whiskey Cigar charity event to benefit Habitat for Humanity. And we're really excited. We've never done this before, but we have over 17 varieties of bourbon.
Oh, wow.
That are select from about 6 or 7 distributors. Hard to find bourbons.
Love it.
People that are fine connoisseurs of bourbon or whiskeys are going to want to come out for this. It's real exciting. I'll name a few if you want me to.
Yeah, no, absolutely, because some of these I have not heard of. I enjoy bourbon. I like it neat. I like it on the rocks. I like some Jack Daniels and Coke every once in a while. But yeah, some of these I've never even heard of.
Well, I tell you what, a lot of these are allocated bourbons, and I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but basically what happens is the distributors hold back bottles, and they kind of use them as treats and incentives for special customers and better opportunities for people to buy bourbon. But they're the things that you don't see on the shelf very much when you go to Benny's or you go to a local purchaser of bourbons. But the top ones we're having are Baker 7. A real hard to find one that everybody it tells me is the best is Basil Hayden's Toast. And then a unique one, Jefferson's Ocean. It's a bourbon that is actually aged in cask on ships that travel around the world and the ocean. And as it rocks, it ages it. And it gives it a different flavor and a different taste that people really enjoy.
You were telling me this off air, and this is one of those I think I would thoroughly enjoy. And that one's called Jefferson's Ocean. Just one of the special select bourbons that are going to be available at this event to help out Habitat for Humanity with the Knights of Columbus. Again, it's going to be November 6th, 6:30 at Casey's Pub. Do people need to buy tickets in advance?
Yes, they can. Go to Casey's Pub on Meadowbrook and Isles and get their tickets. It's $50 for the tasting, and we're offering a different kind of thing for non-tasters, people who aren't into bourbons. They can come, spouses, friends, $10. You get a drink token and appetizers, and you can't go wrong with that. Everybody tells me our price of $50 is probably one of the best prices that they've seen for tastings, and we wanted to keep it affordable for our customers and for our friends, and to try it the first time and at the same time benefit Habitat for Humanity.
Well, and I imagine, if people really want to dig even deeper to give, you guys are going to accept even more donations.
Yeah,
for Habitat.
we'll put a bowl out or something to accept more donations. Yeah. And everybody knows Habitat. They know what they do in the community.
It's incredible. Seeing those Habitat homes go up and the work they do to help the individual benefiting from that be part of the process. It's pretty incredible.
Right.
So Habitat for Humanity, an excellent cause. The Knights of Columbus helping them out with a bourbon tasting event November 6th. Letting you know here in advance. You want to get those tickets in advance, $50. That includes the bourbon tasting and the whiskey tastings and appetizers and also some door prizes. and there's a whole list of special bourbons and whiskeys that are going to be available there. It's a bourbon, whiskey, and cigar event. Tell us about that.
Correct. Well, we've also invited Cigars for aficionados. So they're going to have a table set up, and they're going to be selling cigars. Hopefully the weather cooperates. We do have a new covered pergola out back of the KC. Nice. So you might want to wear a coat, wear a jacket, but come on out. You can always enjoy a fine cigar outside on the patio.
There's a fine blend between a good whiskey and a delicious cigar. The way they mix together is pretty incredible. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to have to get my tickets here soon. $50. And again, the event is November 6th at Casey's Pub. Where's that at?
Correct. It's at 2200 Meadowbrook at the corner of Isles and Meadowbrook on the west side. And you can come into Casey's Pub and get your tickets there. They're in the register, and we're only selling 100, so it's not like we're going to have 200 people there. It's going to be a limited crowd, and come on out. A great event to benefit Habitat for Humanity.
So again, you can see here all the different types of bourbons, just a few of the different types of bourbons here listed. I'm really looking forward to that Jefferson's Ocean. It says it's aged at sea, so it kind of has a natural rolling of
rock and roll bourbon,
yeah. You know. That's my kind of bourbon. But Basil Hayden as well, another popular one. I just had some Elijah Craig at my brother's house over the weekend.
Very good. You know, and I think most people think, oh, you're just going to slurp down some bourbon or whiskey. No. We sip it. We enjoy it. It's all about the taste. It's not about just getting loaded up on bourbon.
Yeah, and a lot of times, I mean, when you have a little sip of bourbon in your mouth and you kind of let it hang out for a bit, you can almost tell all the different flavors that are infused or how the sugar breaks down in your mouth. And there's a special type of tasting that happens with bourbon. Sometimes people can't take bourbon because it's a little strong. Maybe put a piece of ice in there.
Right.
Helps kind of water it down a little bit and makes for a nice drink and a good experience. This is going to be a great event. And there's a silent auction or an auction of sorts as well?
No auction. We're just going to do some door prizes.
Gotcha.
We'll probably have some leftover bottles. Hopefully we have some leftover bottles, and if people want to buy them, we'll be selling those, but we'll have door prizes and just be a fun night.
November 6th, Casey's Pub. It's a charity night where you can go and try all kinds of bourbon to help out Habitat for Humanity. $50. That includes the whiskey and bourbon tastings and also appetizers and door prizes. $10 for those not wanting to take part in the tasting, but still wanting to take part in the events and have some appetizers and hang out. Knights of Columbus helping out Habitat for Humanity. Terry Farmer, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention.
Thanks,
I'm looking
Greg.
forward to it.
It'll be a blast. Hope to see you there.
It is the WMAY morning news feed, now 7:51. Your forecast, we've got a high of 57 with the possibility of some sprinkles overnight. The low of 45, and then the high of 60 Friday, partly sunny. Into Saturday, mostly sunny, 63 the high, but storms overnight into Sunday, the high of 66. About 50 degrees now. Stay informed, stay connected on WMAY. It's 7:51 from Culver's West on Wabash.
A lot of cheddar. Culver's West on Wabash pays top dollar for adult employees.